Global X interviews social entrepreneurs who tackle some of the world's biggest problems. They are pioneers of innovation that benefit humanity.
Mohammed Yunus. I am the managing director of Grameen Bank. The way I can describe myself, I end up doing something which I never intended to do. So Grameen Bank is like that. I never intended to be a banker. I never intended to get involved with lending money to people. But that's what I do now. It's because I wanted to find a solution to a problem. And I wanted to do whatever it takes to do to end that problem. And in this particular case, it was a problem of the moneylenders, and I tried to get the people out of the clutches of the moneylenders, so I got involved in it. And in the process, I created what is known as microcredit. And then I went up to creating an institution which is known as Grameen Bank. Later on again, I got involved with things that I never knew anything about and I never intended to do, creating Grameen Phone, a cell phone company. I never thought there'll be something called cell phone and I'll be involved in creating one. And it became one of the largest, not one of the largest cell phone company in the country. It controls 63% of the market share in the country. So again, I thought the information technology is such a powerful technology should be brought to everybody, even the poorest person. That's how the story of Grameen Bank, Grameen Phone began. That's what I did. And lots of other things I did a similar way. I came back to Bangladesh. I used to teach economics in one of the universities in the United States, Middle Tennessee State University in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And Bangladesh became independent in 1971 after a lot of bloodshed, a lot of devastation. So when it became independent, I resigned from my job at the university and I went back to Bangladesh. And I started teaching in one of the universities in Bangladesh. And there I wanted to see how I can be of some help to my country. And then in 1974, we were faced with a famine. People were dying of hunger. It's a terrible scene to see people dying of hunger, how people inch towards death just because not having tiny amounts of food. It's not a disease. It's a healthy, normal person kind of gradually become thinner and thinner and comes closer and closer to death. And there I am teaching the elegant theories of economics in the classroom while this famine is raging all over the country. So I wanted to be with the people, see if there is anything I can do, make myself useful to the people who are in extreme need for help. So I was trying to find those opportunities right next to the university campus. So I did a lot of small things. And one day as I was going around in the village, I see a woman with torn clothes sitting in front of her house and making bamboo stools. And it's beautiful bamboo stools she's making, but the backdrop is a torn down house and ragged wearing. It looks such a contrast, such a colorful stool she's making, and the contrast that it depicts. So I went near her and started talking with her. How much money she makes, who buys it, how does she market this product, and how much profit she makes out of that. She started explaining she makes only 2 pennies a day. I couldn't believe anybody could work such a beautiful thing and earn only 2 pennies. Then she explained that she doesn't have the money to buy the bamboo which goes into this bamboo stool. So she had to borrow the money to buy the bamboo stool. How much does a bamboo cost? It costs about 25 cents. She doesn't have the 25 cents to buy the bamboo. So the trader lends her the money, 25 cents, with the condition that she has to sell all the bamboo stools she makes to the trader at the price that he decides, not the market decides. As a result, she gets only 2 pennies after working for the whole day. And I realized that it is not really lending the lender, the trader has made, he actually converted this woman into a slave labor by giving her 25 cents. And it shocked me. For 25 cents, how easy it is to recruit a woman to turn into a slave labor. And I thought, I can give her 25 cents. She doesn't have to go and borrow the money from him. But I resisted for a while. Let me see what this means. Next day, what I started doing, I went around in the village to make sure I understand that other people are in the same condition or that she is the only one. So when my list was complete, I had 2 names on my list who borrowed from the moneylenders. And the total money they borrowed was $27. I couldn't believe people have to go through so much humiliation, so much torture because of this tiny little money. So then an idea came to my mind. The problem is difficult, but the solution is so simple. What I wanted to do for this first woman, the Sophia Khatun, who was making this bamboo stool and making only 2 penny, the same urge came to me. I can solve the problem. If I give this $27 to all these 42 people, they can return the money to the moneylenders and they will be free. And that's what exactly I did. And the happiness that it brought to them caught me in. And I asked myself the question, if you can make so many people so happy with such a small amount of money, why shouldn't you do it more? And ever since, I'm trying to do it more and more and more.